Hello. I'm sorry. Getting up this early is hard. It really is. And then I got to go to work at like 10 a.m. today. Ugh. Thank y'all for y'all's patience. Look, I did not know this breaking news was going to happen. You could just. I was bartending last night and my notifications was going off. I'm just like, oh, curses. I can't do anything about it. So, yeah, I wanted to wait this morning to talk about this breaking Bravo news on not one, but two housewives. We'll get to Porsha later because I would love to hear y'all's opinion on this. But yes, and another one, the Real Housewives of Potomac, RHOP, Real Housewives of Prison, Real Housewives of the Penitentiary. What is going on? Who is next? Who's next? For real. And it's so funny. I've been on Twitter, and everyone is saying they hope Ashley is next. I hope so too. Let me get this Celsius in my system. Good morning. What's today? Thursday? Yeah. Are we surprised though? I'm not surprised at all. I think what made Wendy's situation shocking is because how she carries herself, how she presents herself as this astute scholar, but Mia, I'm not really surprised, especially with the charges. I just shook my head when I saw it. I kind of chuckled too. Did anybody else chuckle? But yeah, let me see if I could put this up. Who's next? Wendy. And that's the thing. Wasn't she kind of laughing at Wendy's situation or kind of like tee-hee-heeing about it? Oh, how them tables be turning. We got the mug shot. I mean, if you haven't seen it, it's in her it's in the thumbnail. I mean, she looks pretty. And the wig is right. It's not disheveled. Damn. And they call her at the airport too. So it says a police report obtained by Fox 5's Tyler Fingert shows officers were searching for Fields Thornton, who recently moved to Atlanta after she allegedly stole furniture from a furnished rental condo when she moved out. So she moved out of the condo on October 28th and took $11,000 worth of furniture, including a TV. The condo owner filed a report with police through a friend on November 6th. It says Mia moved out in the middle of the night without notice. It's given a scammer tea. So she was charged with larceny. She was arrested at the Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport and booked into Fulton County. And if you watch Pop Roast, as well as Alexander Rogers, Fulton County will have your business out there. How you take furniture that you didn't buy? Where they do that at? I mean, we knew she was a scammer. She had to do the walk of shame at that busy airport. Yeah, and then the body cam footage released too. I'm going to just see some of it. Oh, I have it turned off. Oh, 1 second.
You know that one, correct? Okay. You know what's...
There it is.
Story, you ready? How you doing? I'm Officer High City of Atlanta Police.
Look at that look on her face. She was just like, I got caught. Like you can see like the stages of being in this situation.
So we'll go back to the precinct. I'll do my paperwork. Once that's done, I'm gonna transport you to Fulton County. So we just have a holding cell. We don't have like jail.
So once she came up and smiled, like, they got me. Then you see that she's like progressively getting upset. And then, you can hear her kind of like crying a little bit. And I'm just like, look, I'd be crying too if I had to be walked in handcuffs through the airport especially if people know who you are. And we know Mia for being a liar. Like, if I asked you name 3 qualities of Mia, hurry up. Liar would be one of them. Unfortunately, that's really something to have like attached to you, just being a liar. So it's not far-fetched. Now, with Wendy and Eddie's situation, that is far-fetched to hear. 2 scholars, especially one lawyer and a person with 4 degrees getting arrested on multiple felonies charges and faking a robbery. But anyway, this isn't about Wendy. This is about Mia's poor decisions. What is it in Potomac? Is this a record? Because I think with New York, they have mugshots for Tinsley, Luann, but Tinsley got arrested before she was a housewife, so I guess that don't count. Maybe Atlanta has the most. Well, I guess Marlo has like at least 10 mugshots. At least Porsha didn't get another mugshot, but we'll get to that too. Is anybody surprised about Mia's situation? I'm not. And after all that laughing at Wendy's situation, and I wonder how she's going to get a lawyer. She ain't got those Bravo checks anymore. What would possess you to steal furniture? And then being cuffed in front of people, that is embarrassing. Let me tell you, I've been cuffed before, like I told you, but about my this was when I lived in Atlanta. I was driving on my break coming from Popeyes, and I had like a tail light out, driving while black. They arrested me in front of a car wash. I remember that. And they had to cuff me too. I was like, this is ridiculous. So yeah, I know that shame of being cuffed. But yeah, she deserved it, I guess. I mean, what made you think he was going to get away with this? Also, I do express the sentiments on Twitter. I am so glad she is not on the show anymore, so we don't even have to see this. But this is very love and hip hop, so maybe Mona Scott Young called her up. Good morning, Mr. Really, Really Tall in my Rodney voice. Love you, C. Thank you. And make sure y'all like the video. We have over 100 people in the chat. I guess collectively, we're not surprised. And if there's any more tea that drops about this, we could talk about it on Pop Roast on Saturday. Ooh, this was a breadbasket. Anytime like something like this drops, these scam callers, let me put my do not disturb on. Anywho, as I was saying, anytime stories like this drop, I message Alex, some muffin basket. They giving us content. But yeah, y'all, I would be remiss if I didn't get on here before I started my day to talk about this breaking Bravo news. I think I've exhausted my opinion on Mia. I feel like it's just nothing to be shocked about. I mean, it's funny because this is the 3rd person on Potomac. And like, I think less than in the 20-month span, that's a lot of housewives. Oh, I can't wait for Pop Roast 2 because we're going to be shady. Okay, so let's get to this whole Porsha incident. So initially, all we heard was Porsha was escorted from the gates, coming back to the airport, escorted by FBI. And look, we know Porsha has a temper. What happened? Wasn't an altercation. All we heard that it was a situation where a Karen was involved. And I want to know, since we have the video footage now, is Porsha vindicated? Is she vindicated? Because it seemed like it was a situation that escalated from something that didn't need to be escalated. So let me see if I could. So they released the footage, and basically Porsha is recalling a verbal spat she had with a woman And it's been released. Let's see, you can explain Porsha. Well, I'm going to just paraphrase it for you. So as Porsha is explaining it to the officer right here, from her perspective, she's on a flight in first class because that matters. She was seated next to this woman. I'm not sure if she was behind her, but I think she was seated next to Porsha. And Porsha had her Instagram on without her headphones. Look, I agree. That is obnoxious. The one from Porsha's point of view, the woman was like, so am I going to have to hear that for the whole flight? Now, let's go to the white woman's perspective. Already.
How are you doing, man?
Not very good, sir. And you?
Good. I'm Officer Boomer. I work with the Atlanta Police Department.
Great.
So I heard about the incident that happened, but I haven't heard your side of the story.
I didn't hear my side of the story first, sir.
Exhibit A. Exhibit fucking A. That's all we needed to hear. I was like, okay, we'll give Porsha this one. Because I get it. A lot of y'all don't like Porsha, and y'all want to see her fail. And it's fine. It's fine. I have nothing against Porsha. She ain't do nothing to me. Like, all I can do is just criticize what her poor decisions are, and that's where the buck stops. But in this particular situation, imagine you're on a flight. And yes, granted, you don't have your headphones in. This white woman next to you, am I going to have to listen to that the whole flight? All she had to say was, excuse me, do you have some headphones to put in? And then, if like that would be on Porsha. But yeah, I get it, y'all. Like, what do we do in this situation? Because Porsha said, you could have asked that nicely, like in a nicer way. And then the woman's getting interviewed. You weren't going to get my side of the story first? I don't know. So,
would you rather have
let me
sex
see.
with?
I want to continue hearing what she had to say. Ugh. Let me see. There it is.
How are you doing, man?
Not very good, sir. And you?
Good. I'm Officer Boomer. I work with the Atlanta Police Department.
Great.
So I heard about the incident that happened, but I haven't heard your side of the story.
I didn't hear my side of the story first, sir.
Well, I had another officer
Oh, okay. Well,
spoke to you, but I just want to hear it
and do you
personally.
think it's proper to me tell you the whole story where everybody's sitting around here, they can all hear it?
No, ma'am.
Trying to tell the officer how to do his job. You think it's proper to interview me in front of all these people? And why they got her face blurred?
Where do you want to? Yes, ma'am. Where do you want to start?
Anywhere that there's no trouble.
Okay, you want to go over here?
Is there no office? Is there nothing legitimate here?
No, there's no office.
There's no office.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Already asking, there's no office here? What, there's nothing legitimate here? Let's see.
First of all, where did the incident happen?
I was sitting in my seat
Where?
in Delta Airlines, seat number 3A, or B, I believe.
This happened in Las Vegas?
Yes, sir.
Well,
So already, I just feel like she's one of them type of white people that when they see us in first class, what are these niggers doing here? What are they doing here? Like, already. Like, I just think, like, you already hear her. Like, if a lady told you what to do, you would not meet her with, you would meet her with the same energy she's giving you, even if you were in the wrong first. That's all I got to say. I really hope that y'all don't think that I'm biased, but I can kind of understand, because I have kind of hothead friends like Porsha that, okay, y'all see what just happened here, how she addressing me, and then it just, Porsha matched her energy, and that lady wasn't standing down.
Before I say anything, I want to know, is my information going to be given to the woman who assaulted me?
no, ma'am.
Because I'm afraid for my life.
No, ma'am.
Okay.
It's not.
Exhibit fucking B. I'm afraid for my life. I'm afraid for my life. And then she said later on, like, she might have someone to come kill me. Like, we already have this in her. Like, that's all I need to hear. She already had an implicit bias that just because Porsha is black, she's going to have her killed. So yeah, I know there's some people that was like, wear headphones, but I feel like this was a situation that escalated, and not everybody has the same temperament. Because look, believe me, I live in New York. And like I know some friends that have a shorter patience than me. I've had someone try to yell at me on the train. I was like, "You have a good day, ma'am." Because if two people fighting, they still gonna look crazy 10 yards away from another perspective. I'm not about to put myself in a situation, especially with a Karen or especially with someone that look like they don't have nothing to lose. And that's a lot of things in New York. Like I was on the crosstown bus, and it gets packed. It gets packed for 3 avenues. I'm used to it. And the bus driver, they don't give a shit about our comfortability. They'll pack us in like sardines. And I'm my tall ass. I can't go straight to the back because it gets, I would have to duck. So I don't move. And I'm just giving y'all an example here. So someone comes on the train. I'm not the train, the bus. This white guy's like, so y'all just gonna stand here? I just ignore him. Because if I engage, it's gonna be a problem. And then when I fall into my New Orleanian rage, I know there's no coming back from that. And then I'm gonna be filing a police report over what? At the end of the day, trying to get from point A to point B. So I just like, I have my little inner Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. But not everybody has that moment. So I'm guessing going back to the airport incident, Porsha was, being obnoxious. And the lady, she was just like, well, am I going to have to hear that the whole flight? You can. You don't want to? You can. Like, Porsha had a smart ass response for a smart ass reply. So yeah. And it just escalated from there. According to the lady, Porsha bat the phone out her hand. And then Porsha has a different account. I will say there's Porsha's version, the other lady's version, and the truth. But I don't think anything serious shall come from this. Like already this lady wanted Porsha in jail over what? Over what? Playing her phone too loud? And I can get it, y'all, if you don't like Porsha, but you really think she deserves to go to jail and be on the no-fly list for this situation? That's all. Like that's why I'm like I want to give Porsha the benefit of the doubt here, and I personally think this vindicated her. Just seeing who the person is and how that escalated so quickly. Oh, you know the pain? Oh yes, because I could tell y'all this. I live on a further avenue. I live near 12th Avenue. So I got to get to 8th Avenue where catch the train or whatever. So instead of me walking 20 minutes, that saves me like 15 minutes just catching that bus. But I still got to stand up the whole time. And then they pack us in like sardines. But yeah, not everyone has the same temperament. Because I know like, if that woman, what would you have said if someone told you that? If this white woman told you like, and you didn't even realize it, that you were being rude, I would have been like, I'll turn it off, but you could have asked me nicely, nicer than that. And she probably still would have had something to say to me, and we would have had a back and forth. So yeah. There was some other footage of Porsha's driver. And I'm wondering, like, why were they telling the police that she was the one fighting on the plane, and they didn't even have any information about that? So yeah, in this particular situation, I think Porsha was vindicated. If you don't, let me know in the comments, because I was looking under in the comments on this post, and a lot of people were kind of on the white lady's side. So let's see. The dog whistle of it all. Porsha had witnesses. Good. Because, yeah, when she was telling her story to the agent, like there was 2 people that came by asking, are you okay? Like it wasn't her fault. Karens have nothing to lose. Karens don't care. Look. Delta gave me miles because some white lady tried to argue with me over the armrest. The smallest things can break out into a fight on an airplane. I've seen it with my own eyes. Someone in the back, like trying to like zoom up to the front. They're in 30B, but when the plane lands, they want to be the first persons off the flight. That's how you get your ass whipped. Seriously, you trying to push me over so you can get through? And then there were some other people. I don't know what it is. Teresa Giudice and her husband Louis was on my flight. They were in first class. But I think I was like 15B or something. There were some white people. Excuse me, we're trying to get through. Some people have connecting flights. You could have asked nicer than that. This was a red eye. People are tired. People just want to get off the plane. You could have been like, excuse me, I have a connecting flight in 10 minutes. Can I please get through? No, like some white people have that entitlement. And good thing I was seated down because I have patience. So I'm not going to get up. Even if I am 15B or something like that, I'm in the middle of the plane. I was thinking in my head, if you know you have a connecting flight, that's on you in the back. Like people in the front don't owe you anything, even if you are trying to get to your flight. But yes, anything on a plane, it can escalate that quickly because everyone is just heated already. It does not take that much to get to your boiling point on a plane. She sounds like that Karen from that Netflix documentary, Perfect Neighbor. I would have moved slower, act like I dropped or lost something. Don't take the bus when it's right after school. Oh my God. And I can't help it because I have to be at work for like 4 something. So I'm usually on the bus at like 3:30. She saw a pretty young black woman and started hating before anything was said. Palm-colored foolishness. Oh, damn, just noticed you were live. This is crazy. Bravo behind bars. Really, the mug shots are racking up. Exactly. You give stink, you get stink. Let's see. I would be on that lady's side, but you can tell from you weren't going to get my side first, and I'm afraid she's going to have me unalive what kind of time she's on. Because, yeah, initially, what do we think of Porsha in this situation when we hear the first headline? Porsha is escorted off a flight by security. We're going to think, of course, Porsha started it because she gets hot immediately. She cannot control herself. But then when you see the other person and what they had to say, okay, even if I don't like Porsha, I'm going to give that to her. Because already, no, you're not going to say like a black person going to have you unalived over a phone being too loud. So yeah, I fully am giving Porsha the benefit of the doubt, and I think this vindicated her. So yeah, y'all, this is what I just had to say. I wanted to put my quick 2 cents and wanted to hear y'all's too. Maybe this story will escalate. Maybe Porsha will sue the lady or sue the airline. I don't know. Maybe she'll get some free Delta miles or something from this because clearly we can see that woman was on some Karen time. But yeah, my Salt Lake City review is coming up. It's probably going to be Friday. I have a shitty work schedule this week, and it just is what it is. But yeah, y'all, let me know in the comments what you thought about this. With that, I'm out. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.